Hey guys, welcome back to another video guys. So guys, we are going to talk about in this video between the Samsung's own Exynos 990 versus Snapdragon 865. So guys, as you know, Samsung releases their flagship S series and Note series with two different versions. One with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 for the US and Canada market and for some parts in China, and Exynos 990 for other rest of the world. So guys, we are comparing these both chipset because we are paying extra money for these two devices, premium price, so we must get the same performance and same phone. So we are going to talk about that in this video. So guys, without further delay, let's get started. So guys, when comparing these two versions, the main difference is the performance, its chipset. So it has the S20 Ultra in the Asia and global version has the Exynos 990 processor, and on the US, Canada and the 5G market has the Snapdragon 865. So guys, when comparing these two processors, the Snapdragon 865 and Exynos 990 have different architectures. For example, the Exynos is made out of Mali GPU and the Snapdragon is made out of Adreno GPU, and it has the Mongoose M4 core for the Exynos and Snapdragon as Cryo cores. So the benchmarks is also very different. As you can see here, the Exynos is 50,000 lesser than the Snapdragon, making the Snapdragon 10% faster than the Exynos. And you can see the temperature. The temperature is very high on the Exynos because of its optimization and apps, how the apps work to that device, work to that specific chipset. So Exynos chips are not that much battery friendly chipset. So you can see here it heats up to 66 Celsius, and the Geekbench scores are very high on the Snapdragon variant. And launching of different apps, let's see the real life performance. Talk about the real life performance. As you can see here, the test before we get into the results, you can see the Snapdragon is way high. Its FPS is very stable, and you can see in the camera it's very smooth, and it's also 25% more powerful. When it comes to the gaming, also the same thing. This display has 120 Hz refresh rate. When games support 120 Hz refresh rates, Exynos will start to throttle and bottleneck the GPU, but Snapdragon will maintain the constant FPS. So because of this, there's a big difference between these two versions. If you get the Snapdragon variant, you will get a much better experience in gaming. Talk about the cameras. The S20 Ultra has 108 megapixel whopping camera. So guys, talk about this sensor. They have the same sensor, they have the same ISP, but they have the different ISP. They have different ISPs. So as you know, a smartphone captures image and converts it to some signal and take it as a value. So the ISP on the Snapdragon is very smarter than the Exynos, so it can produce better results and better images compared to the Exynos version. As you can see here, the details on the Snapdragon is very good, and the details are very good, and compared to the Exynos, it has an extra layer of detail. Things that are vanished on the Exynos are clear on the Snapdragon variant. So as you can see in this real world speed test, the Snapdragon is almost 25% faster according to this speed test. So you can realize how a bad deal we are getting when you live in a global version country. In an Asia Europe country, you will get the Exynos version. And when comparing the battery life, what do you think about the battery life? Comparing the battery life, the Exynos 990 from this test got respectable 7 hours of screen on time, and the Snapdragon 865 got 9 hours of screen on time after doing 3 hours of continuing gaming and all the social media works. So you can see here the Snapdragon is way ahead. It's 12% more than the Exynos, if I'm not wrong. So as you know, the Exynos is far behind the Snapdragon when it comes to GPU, the efficiency, the battery life. But what's the difference is the 5G. The Exynos 990 doesn't come with 5G, but the Snapdragon has the 5G modem built into it. So we are getting a bad deal, it seems, if you live in Asia and Europe. The thing Samsung are doing this is that they can increase their profit, and for the 5G market they are including the Snapdragon because Snapdragon is very good at 5G. It has the CDMA and it has the 5G modem to power the chip and get a good 5G speed. So because of this, Samsung has not yet decided to include Snapdragon for us. So we'll hope that it would change in the future. Samsung expanding their Snapdragon counterparts and not selling the Exynos. You can see here the Exynos phones. You can see the petition also. More than 50,000 people has signed this petition. So we'll meet from another video. Until then, stay tuned. Goodbye. Share this to Samsung fans. So we'll meet from another video. Until then, stay tuned. Goodbye.